We're out and about. This is Liztalks, and if you just joined us, be reminded that you're watching Liztalks, your number one talk show that brings you your favorite celebrities and many more. Today's interview, you can see we're not in the studios. We're going to bring you an exclusive one from somewhere, no location. And this interview is going to be about a philanthropist and lawyer. She's Tina. And then we're going to introduce to you our celebrity guest for today. Stay with us after this quick commercial break. We'll be right back to introduce our guest for today. Don't go anywhere. Right, welcome back from that quick break. And before I went on that break, I told you we're going to have a guest with us here. She is Tina. Tina is a lawyer and philanthropist. Before I delve into this interview, it's going to be an exclusive one. I will allow Tina Vostraken to introduce herself, and then we get into the interview. Welcome, Tina.
Thank you, Liz.
It's great to have you here. How is Belgium, though?
Yeah, Belgium is fine, despite the COVID crisis, I think we're getting there.
Everything is fine.
Yes.
So basically, who is Tina?
So yeah, I'm a lawyer, I'm 47 years old, and I was born in Belgium, but I spent like 13 years in the Philippines, which of course broadened my mind a lot, I'm a trained lawyer. I became a lawyer because I wanted to help children. That was my initial thought, why I wanted to become a lawyer, to help children against child abuse. But my job brought me abroad, and so I pursued other paths. But I always kept in mind, my purpose, that I wanted to make a change in the world. That's something that's always been very important to me.
So has being a lawyer been the main thing for you? Have you had the passion growing up as a young child?
Yeah, everybody always said that I should become a lawyer because I always defend people. Also,
even when you were young.
Yeah, even when I was young, my brother had red hair and he was teased a lot, so I would fight for him, because the people would push him under in the pool or whatnot just because he had red hair. So I've always been interested also in racism, for instance, I can't stand it, when people are discriminated, whether it's because they're a woman or whether they have a different skin color, or because they have red hair or whatnot, or because they're fat, kids are sometimes very mean.
Exactly. So what's the main aim for this project? Why did you decide to start with Ghana?
So the main aim for the project is actually, to inspire people to be happier. And why did I start in Ghana? It's also because, I met Bizzy, and Bizzy made a big difference in my life. Bizzy Salifou, he's a famous artist, I think in Ghana, in Belgium as well. But Bizzy, he's just so much like me, and that's why we started a company called Tina is Busy, because Bizzy is always busy, and Tina is also busy, and we look so much alike. Even though I'm white, he's black, but we have the same mindset. We carry the same values in life. We always pursue first somebody else's happiness and then our own. And that's what I like so much about Bizzy.
Yeah, and so, I like the fact that, it will give people a different impression that not every white is a racist. People think that you being white and somebody being black, okay, the whites don't like the black, and it's...
Oh, that's such a mistake.
Exactly.
No, most people are not racist.
Exactly.
Most people just are ignorant because they haven't even met somebody who's a different skin color, really,
Exactly.
They see them in the street, but they never befriended one, so it's crazy. But I lived abroad for so many years, and of course, in my family, we come from everywhere. My grandmother's sister, she married an Egyptian in the 50s, in the 50s. He was a Muslim, and she was a Christian, well-brought-up girl, 21 years old, and she just moved to Egypt, So how could I be a racist, In my family, we've always been international. I have an uncle that is Italian, my grandfather is Polish, and, so it's impossible to be a racist if you are actually connected with different cultures and how much richness that brings, to learn about different cultures.
Now, the Wendy Foundation, what inspired you to, put up such a big thing?
Yeah.
What was your inspiration?
So Wendy was my friend, from childhood, and we were very, very close when we were kids, and she committed suicide last year, and she was an amazing, amazing person, And I only found out later that she was abused as a child, and actually we were very good friends, but I also like underwent some kind of abuse when I was a child. I was emotionally and physically abused as a kid, you know, like I only realize now how bad it was, you know, now that I have my own children, I would never do anything to them, you know, and my childhood was quite heavy and hers too. And you know, Wendy and I, we decided instead of, you know, like being depressed and sharing this kind of stories to each other, to just, you know, be happy-go-lucky, to be la vita è bella, life is beautiful, you know. And this is something that I see in Africa a lot, you know, like people, despite all the hardship, despite, indeed, you know, you guys went through a lot, you know, like throughout history, you know, like it's not easy to be black, right? Sometimes, you know, my son, he's 8 years old, we were stopped by the police, and he was very afraid. He said, "Mom, are we going to prison?" I said, "Of course not."
Your
And
son
then,
is black?
no, my son is white. And then, you know, when we left, he said, "Oh, Mom, I'm so happy we're not black. Maybe otherwise they would have put us in prison." And I was like, "Honey, no, of course not." But you know, still, you know, he's 8 years old and he realizes, you know, being black is hardship. You know, being black could potentially bring you in danger when you're stopped by the police.
And that's a bad thing.
That's sad. That's sad. And my son is everything but racist, you know, because he loves Bizzy, you know, like like I could show you, you know, like he made a video to say how much he loves Bizzy, for instance. Yeah. So, but he realizes at his very young age, you know, that sometimes, you know, people are racist, and like the police, you know, sometimes would have, yeah, prejudice against people that are of different skin color, you know. And that's a sad thing, you know, that's very sad.
Exactly. Now I understand you've done your first project here in Ghana during the Mother's Day celebration.
Yes.
And you touched a lot of hearts.
Yes.
And you've done your scouting and have like 20 kids right now that you are looking up to, you know, upgrade and then put their potentials into reality. Now, where are these kids and what is your next thing for them?
Yeah. So the kids are in Takrady, right? That's a place, right?
Takrady, yeah.
So actually, they're not from one particular school, but you know, the people that are helping us to select the children, you know, I asked them, you know, for me, it's important that they write a motivation letter, because I want to know what they aspire in life. So I don't want to just give charity, you know, because that's not sustainable. What I really want is to inspire them, you know, to fight for a better future. And these kids that were selected are kids that really need financial support.
Yeah.
But more than that, you know, people that don't have the right example, they need a mentor, they need a sponsor, they need someone to look up to.
Exactly.
So if they write a motivation letter to me that they want to become a doctor, I'll find them a doctor. If they want to become a pilot, I will find them a pilot. You know, and each one of them, I will link them up with somebody in the Western world who actually became what they want to become in life. And I think more than the financial support that I will give them, that mentorship will bring them to the next level. Exactly. And hopefully the sponsor will continue sponsor them from the second year onwards, you know, because we don't want to tell the sponsor, here, you have to pay for their education. But maybe the second year, the sponsor is prepared, if the child really tries hard, to pick up the sponsorship. So we have the means to choose the next batch of kids, you know.
So after this, when are you starting to put them in place? When are you starting to give them the support that they need? Have they started already, or you're yet to start?
Yeah, we're yet to start. So on Sunday we will fly there and we'll stay there for 2 days. So we will read the motivation letters because I haven't received them yet. And then that's where everything will start. You know, in the beginning we'll just, of course, give them a T-shirt. We'll give them school materials. We'll have branded materials with the Wendy Project logo and everything. But that's not that important, you know. Of course, it's nice that they have nice pens and notebooks and everything. But then we will also follow them, you know, and see what do they need to pursue a school career, you know, because some kids, they might be held back because they need to provide for the family. So then, you know, we have to, 20 kids is still overseeable, so we will be able to connect with their natural environment, because of course we don't want to take them out of their natural environment, because it's not because those parents don't have the means to provide for them that they're not good parents. We just want to help the parents to better take care of the children, to aspire for their future.
That's a good one. And someone would ask, are these kids only, are you looking at just orphans, or you're looking at the less privileged from different communities here in Ghana, how did you do your selection and how did you get your 20 kids?
So at the moment, because of course, I'm pretty new to Ghana. It's my first time to come to Ghana because the previous sponsorship that we did, we were not here.
Yeah.
Because that was Mother's Day, and for me, Mother's Day, it was the first Mother's Day that I spent without my own children because I went through divorce.
Okay.
So Mother's Day for me, it was a very sad day. So to be able, to have a Mother's Day feast for all these women that were widows and that were single moms, it actually made it better for me, even if I wasn't there, and it was powerful,
Yeah.
And I think, it's not something, like about charity, it's more like an exchange of energy, because these women, they inspired me too, because they're very strong. And I believe in them, I believe that they want the best for their children like I do for mine, and that's very powerful. That you don't have to see it, like as the white woman coming doing a sponsorship, it's more like, can we exchange our energy and make a better world, build something together, That's why I also, I wanted to do the interview together with Bizzy, because it's not about me, it's about, the message we want to carry forward.
All right. Now, this has been an interesting interview with Tina right here with me. We are in her abode, as you can see. That's a nice place here. We'll be right back after this quick short break. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. Right, welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. And Tina, you were talking about your album.
Oh yes,
Your
Liz.
album launch. Yeah, let's delve into that before we get to Bizzy.
Yeah. So actually, it makes a link to Bizzy because it's actually thanks to Bizzy that I started with the album. I've always loved music and especially about the lyrics. Like I like important and deep lyrics.
Okay.
So at a certain point, I got inspired by Bizzy after I met him, and he made a song for me actually to apologize. It was like almost like a little joke between us, and he made a song for me. And then I just got inspired and I wrote lyrics. I started writing, and it was very powerful because I had never done that before.
Okay.
And Bizzy picked up on it, and he wrote another song and another one and another one. And like he was like, no, but these are your lyrics. So I was like, really? And that's how the album started.
Wow, that's nice. Now I have Bizzy here with us. He is a musician from Belgium, and he's a Ghanaian as well. Now, Bizzy, welcome.
Thank you.
This is Liztalks.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
You're doing well. Basically, your music, Hageno, has reached over 1 million views on YouTube.
Yeah, true.
Which you did in Belgium and not in Ghana.
Yeah.
Even breaking through in Ghana is wahala.
Yeah.
You can attest to that. So how did you do it? What inspired you?
Just being
to do that?
consistent and having the right team around you, and having the right, PRs or promotion packages to promote your
Like your
songs.
crew is quite strong.
Yeah.
Personally, is music your thing, or it's something you decided to, venture into?
I would say music chose me,
Okay.
So by saying that, it's like it was by accident when I started doing music. But
By accident?
Yeah.
What were you doing there?
It's just a friend just was basically making beats, and he called me to basically come and try something out.
Okay.
And since that day.
So it was just something that happened?
Yeah, something that just happened.
Ooh.
And since that day, I fell in love with music, and since then I've not got looking back,
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so what were you doing there? Way back in Belgium. Let's go back to Belgium. How many years have you been there?
I would say almost my whole life.
Okay, you were born there?
Yeah, I was born in
Here?
Germany.
On a plane?
In Germany?
Yeah.
On a plane?
Yeah.
Wow. So wait, on a plane in Germany or on a plane where?
In Germany.
In Germany.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you get to Belgium then?
I think after getting born, my mom decided to move to Belgium.
Okay, that's fine.
And then since then, we grew up there,
Okay. Tina has spoken a lot about you.
Oh.
Very good stuff about you. And
Thank you, Tina.
I am happy, to see her. She's not from Ghana. She's totally white. she's not a racist. She has, opened up her heart, set up a foundation, the Wendy Foundation, and in collaboration with you, I don't know if it's with your help, she decided to bring it back home, not to even stay there, and that's impressive for me. I must say, I'm really impressed.
Yeah.
How did you come to her? How did you meet her? How did this whole thing start? Whose idea was it, anyway?
Well, it was. I mean, it was more of her idea.
Okay.
Oh, it was through a common friend that we met, right?
Yeah,
It was a
yeah.
coincidence.
Just a
Everything happened in
coincidence.
coincidence. Yeah.
Okay.
Like we met, and then I mean that day was a bit rough because we had a few drinks, and then we were like a couple of producers as well, so we started making jokes, but it went wrong, and the next day I was like, you know what? Let me just do a song.
No, I told you, you have to make me a song. And then I said, where the frick is my song, right? And he said, it's almost finished. And he hadn't started it, but then it came, right?
Then I came up with the whole thing, and she was amazed. She was like, wow. So we started doing more songs, and she was like, yo, why don't we do a whole album around the whole situation?
So she just suggested.
Yeah, and then I just like working, if it's just about music, then I'm down to do something.
Yeah, and for Bizzy, it's clearly not about earning money, it's just about like collaborating, and it's just a very nice.
Yeah.
So growing up, what was the one thing that you had wanted to do aside music?
Honestly, I don't know. Just music, I think.
Just music.
Generally, yeah. Because I basically dropped out of school for music as well,
What were you pursuing?
Actually,
basically it's about you, so we want to know a lot of stuff about you.
Yeah.
I'm sure people don't really know
I would
you
say
well,
I would say I wanted to be a pilot, but then I had no. I would say I had no.
Proper education to do that,
yeah.
But I think Bizzy's about, like he's always been supported for his family, right? Like you've been in like much like invested in helping other people, right? Always.
Yeah, as well. Yeah. Family first.
Okay. So one would ask, what's your real name? What's your name by birth, though?
By Salifu.
Salifu?
Yeah.
Bismarck.
Salifu what? Oh, come on, tell us.
Bismarck.
No, Bismarck Salifu.
Bismarck Salifu. Okay, so you're Muslim or now Christian?
No, I have my grandfather's side is Muslim.
Okay.
So yeah, we come from and my mom's side is a bit from Kumasi, so it's like Ashanti.
Okay, you are an Ashanti.
Yeah.
But now, are you a Muslim or a Christian?
Now I would say I'm open.
Hey, goodness. Bismarck, you're hiding stuff from me and I don't like it. Yes, I want you to be frank with me.
I just
no, you can't be here and be here.
No, I said I believe.
Are you a Muslim or a Christian, Bismarck?
Yes, I would say most of my backside from Muslim, so yes.
So you're Muslim.
Because it's just that I don't like to claim something if I'm not doing it 100%,
But you're spiritual, right, Bizzy? That's the main thing, He believes in values, he has very strong values, and that's what I admire in Bizzy. Yeah.
Okay, looking at you, fresh guy like this, I'm sure people would like to know if you're single or married or you have kids. What's going on?
Yeah, I do. For now, I'm single. I'm just focusing on my music.
No kids yet?
Yeah, I do. I do have one special girl.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, baby girl.
Okay. But are you looking forward to get married soon? You have anybody in your life? No, not really. Okay, that's fine. So basically, what's the next thing for you? What should we expect from Bizzy?
On the business side, we started our, like we said, we started our own company. We're signing new artists to our company.
What's the name of the record label?
Mulaway.
Mulaway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
And
signing
then the Netflix
artists
movie,
from
right?
Ghana?
Yeah,
Or from
everywhere.
Belgium?
Yeah, we actually have people that we're working with in Ghana.
Okay.
Such as Nero Alaji,
Okay.
And we're also signing other people from other countries as well, like in London.
So this thing is like a global something?
Yeah.
Okay, you're not looking at one particular country?
No.
Oh, okay, that's fine. So do you want to do all the artists together in one big place?
Yeah.
Generally, that's the
what we're trying to do,
target.
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's a good one. Your final words, though,
Yeah.
to your fans.
So
Let me
it's
start
also
from
important,
Tina.
you know,
Yeah.
we're forgetting one thing, Busy, about the Netflix movies, you know, like there's also 2 movies actually that we
That you
are,
want to.
that we are pursuing as well, but it will take some time, you know,
Is it
because
out yet or you're
no,
not?
it's
No,
not
we're
out
working
yet.
on it.
We're working on it, you know, and you know, we have to now prioritize the album, you know, that the album is released,
Okay.
and then, you know, we will focus
On the movie
on 2
side.
like Netflix movies that are also very important to us, and a documentary that I would like to make, you know, like something, you know, about Bizzy's life, you know, and connected to my grandfather's life. My grandfather was also a musician, but he lost his hearing during the Second World War because he was in the resistance. And it
Okay.
will be a very nice story, you know, like because Bizzy has really great values like my grandfather. He was an amazing man, like
So
Bizzy.
you feel connected to him in a way.
Yes, 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 yes.
There's some
And
kind
I
of
still have the
connection.
cufflinks of my grandfather, you know, the golden cufflinks, and Busy, like in the documentary, should be wearing them, you know, like with a nice
Oh.
shirt. And so we'll just see the rise
That's
of
gonna
my
be nice.
grandfather and the downfall, and then Busy, of course, as a young artist, you know, like he has like a lot of potential.
Basically, seeing your grandfather in him.
Yeah, actually, you know, like they're very different, of course, but at the same time, they have both very nice values. You know, my grandfather was also a great man, like Busy. You know, yeah.
That's nice.
Mhm.
So Busy. Your final words, your fans, your loved ones.
Yeah, shout out to everyone that's been supporting since day one. We're not done, we just started, and we have more coming to you guys, man. Yeah,
We should expect more.
yeah, expect more.
Anyways, I appreciate the fact that you hit 1 million views in a month, and that's really impressive, I must say.
Thank you.
Right. That has been a nice interview here with Tina and Busy. Sure. And there's more to come from Busy as well. Thanks for staying with us. Thanks for being with us throughout the show. My name is Liz, your host for today, and I have my crew with me. Today we're not in the studio as well, we're outside. Thanks for staying with us. My special thanks goes to my crew members, everybody, my director, executive producer, my makeup artist, everybody that helped make the show a success. So we'll come your way same time next week. It's a wrap.